The NBA world has absolutely exploded. September 27 out of the blue, the unpredictable offseason drama strikes again. So much for all the Miami Heat talk. For months we all knew Lillard was going to get traded. All of a sudden we're hearing about the Raptors. The Bucks were like, get the hell out of here with that nonsense. Right in the nick of time, as soon as new ownership steps in, seeing Giannis making his intentions clear, the franchise wasted zero time getting their superstar added help. When it seemed like the Bucks were on the decline with the same group, they gotten themselves one of the most lethal offensive players of this generation. The biggest winner of the Dame Lillard sweepstakes, the Milwaukee Bucks, and Giannis, of course Dame himself. Clearly the better player over Drew, has the clutch gene, very capable of dropping 40 plus on any given night, never played with a great in Giannis' magnitude. Although the perimeter defense suffers a bit offensively, Lillard, Giannis pick and roll, nobody stands a chance stopping that. Having 6'8 Middleton at the 2, 6'10 Bobby Portis potentially at the 3, 6'11 Giannis free safety, and Brook Lopez a stretch 5 and D, with the ability to post up when needed. Let's flash forward to June 2024 already and play out the NBA Finals. Having a devastating closer, a clutch shot maker, absolutely takes the pressure off Giannis in crunch time. Greek Freak being the Bucks' all-time leading scorer, Dame Portland's best scorer, and Brook Lopez still the Nets' leading scorer. Already having a pair of walk-off game winners from long range in the postseason. Middleton might not be all-star material anymore, but still better than most starters. Did average 24 last playoff. Combined with the championship experience, Dame's time absolutely now. From the countless disappointments, Portland's dysfunction, not being transparent last couple years on bad lottery teams, to joining the team with the best regular season record. Lillard never even finished top 2 record with the Blazers. Most wins his second season, 54 and 28. More than likely the Bucks surpassing that with ease. Reshaking the roster, 2 years removed from a title. Giannis will turn 29 in December. After practicing with Hakeem just days before, already drew some headlines. Good things happen when your superstar puts in the work, remains loyal only if the front office does their part, and GM John Horst absolutely delivered. Another winner, fans of small market teams. When many pressured Dame to leave years ago, after seeing the Blazers making no progress, the 33-year-old finally had enough, anticipated to take his talents to South Beach, countless of failed negotiations, weeks on weeks, going to a team like Milwaukee with the best player in the East. Another win for small market teams, super hard to contend for championships year after year if you're not in LA or Boston. Had Milwaukee won just one title under Giannis and he leaves trying to find himself a better situation, the fans simply won't fault him for it. Unless you're San Antonio, one of the rare tiny markets to build a contender lasting 2 decades, Giannis might very well retire as a member of the Milwaukee Bucks, proof that international stars have the loyalty DNA, something lacking for many US-born stars over the years. A top 75 player teaming up with another top 75er. Greek Freak contracts runs through 2025, a player option for 26, no egos for the best player. Giannis very coachable, absolutely okay with Dame making the big shots down the stretch. When Giannis will give all-out effort crashing the glass, getting putbacks, could Milwaukee be the second coming of San Antonio's Tim Duncan? After next June, Giannis can claim his crown as the unwritten best player in the game, become the clear-cut second greatest power forward all time. First year under new head coach Adrian Griffin, gifted with loads of talents. Next season can't come soon enough. Loser, the Miami Heat, waited all offseason trying to get their biggest prize, got rid of the key rotational players for nothing back in free agency. Sayonara to Gabe Vincent, Matt Strus, gone is Victor Oladipo, adding Thomas Bryant, Josh Richardson back, and now a disgruntled Tyler Hero, hearing his team in Dame's trade talks for months, to pressuring John Cronin and the Blazers, hand Dame over to us now or else. Miami not biting or going the extra distance, only to see their rival out east snatch their biggest prize. 78-year-old Pat Riley accused of sleeping before the trade deadlines before, to lowballing Portland so long, thinking the franchise didn't have a choice, only to ship their dream prize to the Bucks. Not only have Riley failed to pursue Dame, also failed to lay in Giannis. Now both on the same team trending upwards, Miami trending downwards. All that Dame talk from June, 3 months later, lame results, Miami absolutely melts, impacts felt, playing the undrafted, them guys not lasted. Godfather Pat Riley, not acting so lively, failed trades, too much ego, reacting very slow, not very pro. Pat simply ain't awake, just like Sleepy Joe. Loser, DeAndre Ayton going to the rebuilding Blazers, his shitty attitude last postseason potentially cost him contending for years, underbooking KD, being a lazy 7-footer, to getting his feelings hurt, to completely getting obliterated by Denver in 6 games, a non-factor, passive, bench for Jock Landale. It's no accident the franchise got rid of both him and CP following a disappointing loss, having the chance to play with KD, still acting like a big baby. All he ever wanted was play for the Pacers. After he got his money, didn't give a shit. Now we'll end up in the bottom of the West again, just like his early years. Suns selling low for their former #1 pick. Absolutely an embarrassment last season. Played super soft when Phoenix just needed him to do what Kevon Looney for Golden State brings. #1 pick, couldn't do all that. All he had to do was put his ego aside, focus on basketball just a couple weeks, and couldn't even do that. All that God-given ability and size, clearly one of the most disappointing players in Suns franchise history. We'll see how much he actually cares playing in Portland. Winner, the Phoenix Suns adding depth. Nurkic might not be an upgrade from Ayton at all, in fact nowhere near as talented, but plays with more effort on both ends. After the injuries, the defense no longer there, just an average starting center, but won't have any distractions or complaints about his role, will do all the dirty work, things Ayton doesn't care about. Also makes half of what DA makes, a 13 and 9 type guy, solid passing big, adding Nasir Little off the bench, capable defender, Grayson Allen 40% outside shooter, solid catch and shoot, Keon Johnson 21-year-old drawing piece, contending for a title. The team certainly interested getting more pieces, lots of inexpensive players. I wouldn't be shocked if the Suns call in Dwight Howard at some point of the season just to play 10 minutes in the backup 5. Loser, the Toronto Raptors. Messiah continuing to hold on to his long assets. No leverage, nothing to gain. The Flans flirted with the ideas of a rebuild for a couple years now, stuck in no man's land. The hesitant front office still high of Kawhi Leonard's championship days. No chance, no how. Can they think about competing in the East with a couple loaded teams way better? Pascal's already 29. Messiah still thinks OG's trade value worth 4 first-round picks and more, like he's the savior for every team trying to get better, from front runners the day before to getting their 2024 dreams crushed before the season even started. Toronto can now stop trying to get guys, having a weird constructed team, no spacing, a subpar season on the horizon. Loser for now, Jrue Holiday. From wanting to retire as a member of the Bucks to getting traded the day after, doesn't get more brutal than that. Now the hottest name on the trade block, played some of his most memorable basketball with Milwaukee. Portland absolutely knows what they're doing, sensing teams getting desperate, willing to go all in for the 33-year-old, even multiple first-round picks, under contract till 2025. A player option for 26, with the season just a month away. The ongoing trades next couple weeks makes the NBA offseason Holiday non-existent. Teams like the Sixers already have interests. Which leads us to the Portland Trail Blazers, winners for finally fulfilling their superstars' request, not getting bullied by the bigger Miami Heat, sticking to its guns, getting a better option than they would have gotten, landing a former #1 pick with a fresh start, somebody in Ayton who's still 25, proven to be a good player on a finals team. The 2029 unprotected first could hit the jackpot, hoping Giannis will eventually leave Milwaukee in a few years. No long-term risk in being patient, will struggle most of next season, be in the lottery. Franchise will depend on their pick Scoot Henderson, Sharp and Simons, the other 2 young pieces. Another loser, Jimmy Butler talking about tampering, a terrible week for the 34-year-old.
Yo, NBA, man, y'all need to look into the Bucks for tampering. Y'all do. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Reasonably complaining about gas prices to the price his front office ultimately paid for allowing Portland to stall on the Dame sweepstakes. The Heat dominated most of the offseason trade talks without doing a single big thing. All bark, no bite. With teams in the conference getting stronger, Riley will have to perform more miracles, trying to scramble for more undrafted players. Only this time around, the team lost too many valuable pieces. Jimmy will have to activate playoff Jimmy come mid-regular season if Miami don't want to end up falling too behind in the play-in, just like last season. Thanks so much for watching this video. Milwaukee favorites to win it all. Let me know in the comments below. See you next time.